Today I want to talk about something I wanted to talk about for a long time, and I think is a pretty serious issue in this fitness industry, and that's the teen steroid pandemic. So what is the teen steroid pandemic? It's a pandemic of teen steroid use that is rampant throughout the entire country, and I would say even throughout the entire world. Now, I think that there are a few causes of this teen steroid pandemic. Three main reasons that I want to talk about today. The first topic we will be discussing is body dysmorphia / the body image crisis. The second topic will be uneducation. And then the last topic, but not least, is impatience. So starting off with the first topic, body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is something that I know very well. Not even just because it's one of the biggest problems in the fitness industry right now, but because it's something that I have experienced and am currently experiencing as we speak. I understand what it is like to look in a mirror and not be happy with what you see whatsoever. And it's particularly painful when the physique that you're looking at in the mirror is something that you work so extremely hard for, and yet you feel unsatisfied. That gut-wrenching feeling of having a physique that is unsatisfactory to yourself when you spend 2 hours in the gym every day. You spend it the whole day trying to diet, eat properly, get protein in, track macros, get good sleep. It can be a very depressing feeling when you feel like you don't have what you want after working so hard for it. And I feel like that level of frustration can lead to temptation. But I think people don't realize that getting on these substances isn't gonna make them feel any better. It's not gonna cure your body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia isn't because you are genuinely small. It's because in your brain, you truly cannot comprehend the fact that you may be big. In your brain, you truly can't understand that what you're looking in the mirror isn't what you look like. There are different types of body dysmorphia that I have experienced. There's the one where you see your physique and you genuinely don't think that it's good. You compare it to the people online, you compare it to people around you, and you just don't think you look good. And then there's another type that I honestly think may be worse. And it's that the body that you see in the mirror, you can't perceive it as good looking. Me personally, this is what I experience a lot in myself. I look in the mirror and I just know I'm small. It's a really hard feeling to explain, but if you felt it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you see yourself in a recording, in a photo, you may be thinking, oh, I actually look pretty big. But when you see yourself in the mirror, in live action, you just can't see that. You can't see that. All you see is your starting point. And I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they all relate to it. Body dysmorphia isn't something that getting bigger, getting leaner, looking better is going to help. Body dysmorphia can only be cured or treated through personal, genuine reflection and being able to come to peace with the attraction of your physique. But who am I to talk? I haven't done any of that. I am trying, but it is a very hard thing to do. It is so much easier said than done. But these teenagers lean into the temptation of steroids anyway. And the reason why they're so easy to give in to such a scary substance is due to uneducation, which is our second topic for today. Education, no matter the context, is extremely, extremely important. No matter what career path you choose, no matter how old you may be, being educated is probably one of the very things that you need to be in your entire life. Uneducation in the fitness industry is extremely scary. And that's because the body is not exactly something meant to be tampered artificially, especially the endocrine system. Once you start taking testosterone, your balls shrink, because if your body realizes that it's getting testosterone in from an outside source, your body's not going to want to produce it anymore. It doesn't need to. So once you hop off of it, you just screwed yourself for your whole life. You have to stay on it because your body has stopped producing it already. People don't realize the true weight of their actions. These teenagers don't understand the side effects, the permanent effects, and the lifelong dangers, the life-threatening dangers that they are facing when they decide to take these substances. The worst parts is that these kids aren't even sticking around for the long run. They get in the gym for 3 months, don't see enough progress, start taking steroids, and then quit after a couple years, wreck their whole goddamn endocrine system, and then they have to be on TRT for the rest of their lives. My personal experience with teenagers that are my age at my school, hell, they're even younger than me. They just hop on. They start taking SARMs and growth hormone secretagogues specifically, because these stupid fucks on TikTok and shit are saying that it doesn't have much of an effect on your body, which is so untrue. SARMs stand for, and if I'm wrong, I'm just going to put it up on screen, selective androgenic receptor modulator. That's a SARM. Plus, the side effects aren't good. Rad 140, I'm pretty sure Rad 140 is like just as bad as drinking 3 beers a day for your liver. And you don't want to do that to your liver when you're 15, 16 years old. These kids just don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're taking. All these pros that take steroids, they have a coach, they have a doctor that are telling them what to do. They get their blood work done. These kids take some fucking orals. The fucking MK. Are you kidding? The MK, the Rad, the VAR, the Anavar. All they do is just take these orals and then think that they're good. It's like they don't get their blood work done. They don't do any research. They just hop on it and they think it's all hunky-dory. And it's seriously bad. And honestly, I think it's also a misinformation thing too. Misinformation and education are both the main reasons why teenagers are taking steroids. Misinformation being the fact that, like, people just are completely lying on the internet about the effects that it has on your body. Just flat out fucking lying, and kids just believe it. It's so dumb. But third and final reason, I think, that I really want to talk about is impatience. Bodybuilding is a marathon, but not a marathon where you jog or run, but a marathon in which you crawl. Your bodybuilding journey is so incredibly slow. Muscle growth, especially once you become more experienced after 3, 4, 5 years, really starts to slow down. When you're a newbie, you get newbie gains. Everybody knows this. But once you start to slow down after year 2, people get impatient. And they don't want to stick around for however long they have to in order to achieve their dream physique. And that's a major problem. And honestly, I think it's an attention span thing too. Like, I don't want to sound like some grandma saying like, "Oh, your phone, no short form, ruining your attention span," but it's the truth. These people have no long-term attention span or long-term patience. People aren't willing to stick around through the boring phases, the hard phases, the long hard work that they have to put in. People aren't willing to do that. So they just take the easy route, the shortcut, and they just hop on. Now, I have nothing against people that take steroids necessarily. When I see an enhanced person that is a professional, I understand. I mean, like, they put in the work, they got to their natty potential. Not necessarily their natty potential, but they at least put in 5-6 years of natural training, and then they decided to take that enhanced route because they want to be a pro. The problem that I have are young teenagers hopping on not because they want to be a pro, because they just want to look good fast. Another thing that I can't stress enough is you cannot just look good fast. There's no shortcut to success. There's no shortcut to a good physique. It's a super long process that is going to take you years. And you just got to wait it out. You just got to stick with it for long enough. People need to stop losing their patience and just hopping on. I have so much experience with kids my age and younger taking SARMs specifically, but you know, hormones, anabolic steroids, all that shit, and it sucks because they're so immature, they're so uneducated, they're so unknowledgeable, they don't know what they're doing. There's these kids, these freshmen at my school, that asked somebody where they can get MK because they want to start taking it, and one of them did start taking it. And I think that's just so incredibly crazy, because when I was younger, like when I was a freshman, nobody could even think of taking MK. Nobody could even think about taking trenbolone or testosterone. No one could think of any of those things because it was so taboo. But these kids take it like it's a fucking over-the-counter supplement. This pandemic seriously needs to stop. High schoolers, middle schoolers, all need to open up their eyes and see that bodybuilding isn't a race. Just because you get bigger doesn't mean you'll be happy. And honestly, not enough people talk about this. This topic isn't talked about enough by other YouTubers, other fitness influencers, social media personalities. I think it just has to be talked about more. So I've been wanting to make this video for a minute, and I made it. It's unscripted. You know, that's why it kind of seems all over the place. I don't really do scripts. I just feel like it's too monotonous and robotic. I just feel like being able to speak what comes straight off my mind is the best way that I function. Maybe I'll start trying scripts in the future. I don't know. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I just got a new webcam. It's fucking sick. It was cheap as hell. It was like $30, but still a dope purchase. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I feel like this whole topic is super important, and maybe in the future I'll make a better formatted video. I feel like this is so like random and shitty, but whatever. Thank you guys.